What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday Eve. You got your boy Kings and Dreams with my man Philly Dom in the building. We gonna have a conversation. But first, what's going on, everybody? Like I mentioned, this is Kings and Dreams. This is the Friday Eve edition of Travel Talk. Man, I got my brother in the building, Philly Dom. Philly Dom, what is going on, man? How you doing? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling blessed and highly favored, and all is going well out here in Salvador, Bahia, Brazil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Well, I will appreciate you taking the time to rock out with your boy, man. I know we've been trying to get this conversation going for a little bit, man. But I know when it comes to traveling, you got time zone difference and things of that sort. And you would never think like an hour would make that much of a difference, but an hour definitely makes a lot of a difference, man.
Yeah, big difference.
For sure, man. Okay, man. So I definitely appreciate you being in here rocking out with me, man. So
No
before we
problem.
get started, let me just say what's up to some people here. Oh, whoops, clicked the wrong thing. Charles Jones is in the building. What's up? What's up? Um, and yes, we're gonna get to you being an author now, man.
Yes,
We're gonna
indeed.
get to that, man. We're gonna get to that. But I got some questions I want to ask you first, man. Got some
Okay.
questions I want to ask you first. Okay. Um, my first question, you being an expat or yeah, you've been an expat for how many years about?
Oh, man, maybe like 5, 6 years now, maybe a little
Yeah.
longer than that because I lived in Mexico for a while too. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
say maybe 8 years, man. To really be real, to be honest with you, to be truthful,
8
yeah,
years?
8 years. I'm gonna say from at least 2015, since 2015.
Mm, gotcha, man. Gotcha. Yeah, man. And so let's talk about what drove you to Brazil.
Well, growing up, Philadelphia, growing up, you hear about the soccer. They call it football. I mean, Brazil is one of them countries that has like a certain what's that word I want to try to say is a certain vibe or a certain feel about Brazil.
Certain like
You always think,
ambiance?
yeah, ambiance. It's just something about Brazil that attracts people that want to, for people to want to go there.
Yeah.
And since I was a little kid, fascinated with the soccer team, fascinated with the carnival, fascinated with the food. Obviously, they have good-looking women. Just the lifestyle, the beach lifestyle. So I don't know. It has a certain lure attraction that makes people want to go there. If you talk to a lot of people, if you talk to like 10 people that travel to a lot of different countries,
Yeah.
10 people, 8 of them will say Brazil is their favorite country. At least 8 of them will say Brazil is their favorite country.
Yeah, and another thing is that what a lot of people don't know, like the average person, and I was just on a live stream and I was actually talking about that I was going to be interviewing you, and this person, this person now we were talking about something else completely, but she was saying that she wanted to go to Brazil. Brazil's like one of her favorite places to go. And I was telling her, like, I don't think a lot of people realize how big Brazil is. Like,
Yes.
Brazil is huge. And is Brazil 1/3 or is it 2/3 of Latin America?
I'm gonna say it's like 1/3. It's a lot. It take up a big chunk of Latin America. It's big. It's big.
Yeah, yeah. So Right, because if we're saying Latin America, then we'd have to include Mexico. But if we're saying South
South
America,
America.
I think
South America.
I think if it's South America, I think it might be 2/3. Because Brazil is huge, man.
Humongous.
Right. Absolutely, man. So right now you're currently in Salvador Bahia, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So before we get to where you are currently, so you said that you have been looking at Brazil, like since you were, a child, the food, the festivals, and you like the football team. Well, football team, soccer team, right?
Yes.
For those who are in the States. So we're talking football, FUTBOL. right. Not the football that you throw, the one that you use your feet with. So, and interesting enough, Brazil is actually my favorite team. So my favorite player is Neymar Jr.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my favorite player. But Brazil has been like my favorite FIFA team and all that stuff, man. And I know they take their football extremely serious. So
very serious.
Yeah, and how long have you been in Brazil, brother?
Oh man, a little over 6 months. Maybe 7.5, maybe 8 months. 8 months. Do the math.
Okay.
September. I've been here since September.
Okay, so
what's the math on that?
December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 9 months.
9 months. All right, that's what it is. Yeah, 9 months.
So you've been in 9 months. So 3 more months will make it a year. What was the longest that you've ever stayed in one country?
Probably, I would say Haiti or the Dominican Republic. I mean, I had stretches. I was there like 8-9 months. About the same time I'm here in Brazil. 8 or 9 months in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. But I think Brazil might have the record if I stay a little longer in Brazil. I mean, I keep saying my trip is coming to an end here. But if I stay a little longer, I definitely had a record. It's probably the longest I've stayed in one country outside of the U.S.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So now with Brazil, you've traveled to, so you've been to Rio, you've been to Sao Paulo.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna let you tell it. Okay. Where are all the places that you've been? Which ones had the favorite food? Favorite place where you stayed. Best looking ladies. Yeah, let's get into all that.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna just tell you the places, and then I give you why they special after I tell. So I've been to Rio. I've been to Rio de Janeiro, or they call it Rio de Janeiro. I've been to Sao Paulo. I've stayed in, and when I say I stayed in these places, I've been there for like a couple weeks, a month. I've stayed in these places for a long time. I was in Rio, I think almost 2 months, month and a half. Sao Paulo. I'm in Salvador Bahia. This is my second go around to Salvador Bahia. So that should tell you something. This is my second go around. I've been to Brasilia, which is the capital of Brazil, where the president, where all their government officials are at. That's Brasilia. I've been there. I also been to Recife. That's like a big city that's on the coast in the northeast.
Yeah.
I've been there, and then I've been to Fortaleza. That's like one of my favorites. I've been to Fortaleza, and then also I've been to what's the other place? You got so many places in your head. It's a major city. I can't even think of it. I can't think of it now, but I can tell you that city had real good food. I can't think of the name. It just slips my mind. It'll come back.
Yeah.
But that one city that I can't remember the name, they have real good food there. And, Rio, obviously, Rio is good for the partying, hanging out. Obviously, they have the nice beaches. They have pretty women. It's a real cool lifestyle. It's really laid back. It would be equivalent to like Miami, Florida. That's what I would call
so Rio. Okay, so Rio gives you like the Miami vibes.
Yes.
So Rio's kind of like I'm the Colombian guy, right? So Rio is kind of like the CTG Cartagena.
Yep, you hit it on the nose. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, my fault. Go ahead.
No, my fault. I think San Paulo. That will be like New York City, equivalent to like a New York City.
Okay. So Sao Paulo is kind of like the Medellin, I guess. Then.
Yeah, but it's humongous. It's the largest city in the Americas. Like we
Oh
talked.
yeah. No, I wasn't comparing the size. I was comparing like the landscape. That's what I'm trying to compare.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were right.
Not the size. No. Because I know Sao Paulo is huge. I think now Sao Paulo, is that bigger than New York City?
Yes.
Yeah, that's huge, man.
It's bigger than anywhere. It's bigger than any city in all the Americas. Population-wise. Population-wise, more than LA, more than New York City, more than Toronto, more than Mexico City.
Yep. Gotcha, man. Okay. Yeah, that's good to know, man. It's good to know because like you see some people like on the travel blogs, and a lot of them talk about Rio, and you know what I mean? And I get it, Rio is cool, but to say like that Sao Paulo is actually bigger than New York City, like that's really, really cool, man. So let's, you're a city guy, city of brotherly love, Philly, right? So being a city guy, what would you say, what was like your favorite things about Sao Paulo?
Sao Paulo, I mean, it's similar to New York, and what I can say about it, it's the most developed city in all of the country. So it's like being in the States, they just speak in Portuguese. So you can get anything that you can get in the States, you can get in Sao Paulo. It has everything: the malls, the movie theaters, the computer equipment, anything you need, cameras, laptops, anything you want, anything you're into, the nice hotels, the cheap hotels, anything you into, you can get there. They have all different. They even have a Jamaican restaurant. You're Jamaican. They even have a Jamaican restaurant in Sao Paulo. So if that makes sense to you, you can get anything you want there.
Man, okay, so the Yardies in St. Paulo. Okay, Sao Paulo, I meant to say, sorry. Now, now, do they have now, like, when it comes to public transportation? Tell me about that. I'm just curious.
They have everything we have in the States. They have a subway system in Sao Paulo.
Yeah,
it has a subway system. They have a train system. I mean, the subway system. Also, the train system. You can get around on the train. They got bus system. Okay. They have Uber. Then they have 99. I think it's called 99. That's some kind of other transportation system they have. They have everything. You can get around. They see taxis. They have everything. It's up to date. Sao Paulo is up to date.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, I mean, you hear some feedback for people who haven't traveled, and they talk about like how some of these countries aren't developed. So it's very good to hear with someone who has boots on the ground, and it's particularly in Sao Paulo that you're saying that this place is developed.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything we have, everything we have in the States, they have there in Sao Paulo. Everything. That's good to know, man. Really quick shout out to Razor Rays in the building. What's going on, Double R? All y'all make sure y'all check out Razor Rays channel. Says my guy Philly Dom. Charles Jones says Rio, or Hio, if you will, is the bastard child of Miami and LA. Sao Paulo is like New York City. And Salvador is like Atlanta, Mississippi. Now, I haven't been to Mississippi before, but I have been down to the ATL. So they, ATL got it going on, man. Now, what I will say is the ATL of Colombia is Cali, but now we're talking about Brazil. So tell me about Salvador Bahia really quick. Also, hold on, wait. Also, it's pronounced São Paulo.
São Paulo.
I say it wrong.
Okay. So São Paulo. São Paulo.
Yeah,
São Paulo. Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
he's helping us out. He's helping us out. He's correcting us.
Yeah. Charles, he's been. Yeah, Brazil is his favorite country. It's funny that you mentioned, like, I think you said, what, if you asked 10 people, 8 of them would say their favorite country is Brazil. So he's definitely on. Yeah, he's definitely one of the people that's 8 out of 10 that's gonna say Brazil is his favorite country. So I know that he's taking Portuguese. I don't think he's fully fluent, but I know he knows a lot. So
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Salvador Bahia. So now, what brought you there, and how long have you been in Salvador Bahia?
I've been here now maybe like a month and a half, and I was here in October last year for like a month.
Okay. Yeah. So last year you came out for about a month. So you kind of already knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, that's why I came back
last year.
Yeah, that's why I came back. That's what it was by design for me to come back to Salvador Bahia. It was by design.
Okay. Now, if you were to say, like, if someone were to ask you, they want to come and visit Brazil to maybe become an expat, what are the places that you would recommend? The top 3 places, and why?
All right. I would tell them, first of all, I'm going to get the elephant out of the room. I wouldn't tell them to live in Rio. Rio is nice, good place to visit, cool vibe, everything, but I don't know. It's not like for somebody, when you travel into a country, you want to really, submerge yourself in the culture and the lifestyle. So I would tell them either to go to Sao Paulo is a good choice for them to go to. And my 2 favorite choices is Salvador Bahia, or Bahia, the state of Bahia, Brazil, and also Fortaleza, which Salvador Bahia and Fortaleza is in the northeast. They both chill, laid back places, and Recife is nice too. But it seems like a lot of brothers, they all migrating. The ones that stay here, I mean, they have a pretty good expat community in Rio and Sao Paulo, but it's a lot of brothers here in Salvador Bahia. Salvador Bahia is a lot cheaper, and it's like, really laid back, and it's a cool vibe here, man. And a lot of great things came out of Salvador Bahia, like the carnival, also that copperware, all that came out of there. And the vibe, the people are friendly. One thing I can say about the Bahia and Salvador Bahia is the state, and Salvador, the big city here. The people are very friendly, outgoing, and help you with anything. I think it's just a northeast thing, because the people in Fortaleza are the same way. But my 2 favorite places would be Fortaleza and Salvador Bahia.
Okay. Now let's kind of go back in history a little bit, and I don't know if you do know this, but I'm just curious. You mentioned the carnival. Now, was the first carnival in the country of Brazil, did it come from Salvador Bahia? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, that's where it came from.
Okay. And do you happen to know, like, the year of that, or no?
I don't know the year.
Okay.
But it had to be during slavery. During slavery sometime.
Okay, so the first carnival of Brazil actually came from Salvador Bahia.
Yes.
Wow, that's really good to know. I mean, I didn't know that. And interestingly enough, and I've said this a couple of times before, but shout out to my man, the Flyboy Way. The beginning of last year, we were actually supposed to go to the carnival in Bahia, but at the time, the president of Brazil was not letting everyone kind of move around. Wasn't letting everybody move around freely. So, and carnival time, this is February, right? So by like March, April, people was like, hey, you know what? Enough's enough. Like we gonna do whatever we want to do. At that point, we kind of moved on and made other plans. But that's one place I do want to go to a carnival is in Salvador Bahia, and I actually have a guy, my boy from Brooklyn, DJ Answar. He's actually he's been living in Brazil for about 15 years. I'm not sure if you met him though.
Yeah, I know who he is. He lives in Salvador Bahia, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I know all the guys here.
Okay, yeah, man. So he's been there for a long time. He's been there for a really, really long time, man. So yeah, like I gotta get out to that carnival. And so many places around the world that have like so many really good carnivals and festivals, and it's just good to see like all of our melanated people worldwide, man. Like they have Afrofest in Portugal, you know, the Carnival Salvador Bahia. Um, you know, I don't want to keep going on and on because this is a Brazil conversation, but like a lot of people really need to know, man. Like we worldwide, man. We seriously worldwide.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, that Salvador Bahia is the blackest city they say outside of Africa. They say it's the blackest city outside of Africa.
So okay, so when you say like okay, so you mean like Salvador Bahia is a city that has more black people than any city in the continent of Africa, correct?
I don't know if that they saying outside of Africa. I don't think it could beat the cities in Africa, but they saying it's a city of 4 million plus black.
No, I know. Okay, maybe I said that wrong. What I was trying to say was that they have more people, other than outside of Africa.
Yes.
More black people.
Yes.
Okay, I got you now. Yeah, man, that's good to know. That's really, really good to know, man. You know, that's really, really good to know. Now, being in Brazil, what would you say are the two most important things for someone to? Well, actually, before I ask that question, are you planning on like staying in Brazil longer? Now, I know that you're about a year in. Like, do you plan on actually staying like longer than a year? Like maybe, you know, planning your roots here for a while longer, or
not that much longer. I got some other business I have to take care of and stuff to do. If I had some other situation going on, I would. But I got a son in Belize, and I got some other business I have to take care of. So no, that's. I just want to get a good feel of the country. But I'll be back. I'll be back in a couple months or next year, or I'll definitely be back. But no, it's probably coming to the end of my trip really soon.
okay. I got you. Now I get you. You have other mitigating things that you got to take care of. Family first. I get that.
Yes.
Now let me rephrase the question. This is just this is just Dom, but single Dom, no child. You plant your flag in Brazil or what?
I would plant my flag in Brazil. Yes.
Okay. And would you plant your flag in Bahia? I think you said Recife is another one.
Yeah, it'd be either Bahia or it'd be Fortaleza.
Fortaleza. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, tell me a little bit about Fortaleza. And maybe you did. I might have missed that, but I'm sorry. Rehash my memory if you don't mind.
Fortaleza is just a laid-back city. The vibe is cool, and it gets overlooked because people, their beaches look better than Rio. Like,
really?
Yeah, man. Like Rio, took a story of its own. It's like it's been marketed so well that people think that's like the best place in Brazil, and it's not. There's a lot of other places that are a lot better than that place, and one of them is Fortaleza. You can get the same vibe that you get in Rio that you can get in Fortaleza. Fortaleza is just not known like Rio is known. That's all.
You know what, man? So Rio gets all the popularity. Hey, but you know what? I would rather people, especially the non-experienced travelers who I mentioned last night. You wanna hang out in Rio, go to Rio. But the experienced travelers, we gonna go to different places. So y'all can have Rio. Y'all can have that place, man. Charles says Brazil is my favorite country in South America. Overall, my favorite country in the world is actually Italy. Okay.
Wow.
Fair enough. All right. And then also says completely agree on Rio. but I would slightly push back and say that you can check out different areas in the state of Rio de Janeiro. Okay,
Yeah, it's true.
I got you. I got you. Charles comes back again. Says, I am going to check out Florida. Man, I don't know how to pronounce some of these names, but
Florida Napoli, talking about.
yeah, okay,
Yeah. That's a nice city too.
yep. Since most of these passport bros are too afraid to go, at Philly Dom giving some great recommendation for the Northeast. Tons of hidden gems. Yep, definitely salute.
Yes,
Flyboy
indeed.
Way is in the building.
Flyboy, what's up?
FLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out his channel. Salute to the bro, man. Salute to the bro.
Ooh, what's up, Flyboy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. All right. Now let's talk about the ladies a little bit.
Okay.
What would you say are what would you say are like maybe the top 3 to 5 things that you have noticed when it comes to dating internationally overall, and then you could include your experiences in Brazil as opposed to dating in the West?
Well, let's talk about Brazil since I'm in Brazil right at the moment.
Sure.
I would say that the Brazilian women, they pay attention to you when you talk with them. Not all of them are broke, because that's some myth too that they use in the stateside to say, oh, brothers come down here just to talk to broke women. Not everybody is broke. There's some millionaires and some rich people in these countries too that we mingle with as well. And I can say that 100% because I'm here. And everybody I talk to ain't been no broke person. Some of them been very established and wealthy. I would say, like I said, they pay attention when you talk with them. They real friendly. They more outgoing. They're not about games. I mean, obviously, nothing is perfect in any country. I mean, I'm just saying for the most part. I'm like giving you a big generalization.
Yeah, sure.
That most of them are laid back and cool and easy to talk to. And if they have a boyfriend or if they have a husband, they'll let you know. They won't play games with you and stuff like that. They'll let you know. And another big thing is if you can learn a little bit of the language, and if you like to dance, because they like to dance, and if you know a little bit of the language, you can communicate with them a little better. Because Google Translator gets a little irritating after a while on both ends.
I'm sure about that. Now I know that you have a friend, Jess. She teaches Portuguese. So what would you rate your Portuguese sidebar? 1 to 10?
0. 1. A 1. It's not good. It's not good. I would lie to you.
You've been there for like about a year, bro. What you been doing?
I mean, I could talk to them, but I'm not good at it. If it was Spanish, I'll say I'm a lot more confident. But it's a different language, man. Some people say it's difficult. Other people say it's a different language. You know, even growing up, you grew up in New York City, you grew up in Brooklyn, you grew up around Latinos, so you hear Spanish, so you know words just like that. But here, like, you just started from scratch. And even if you speak Spanish, they don't understand everything you say. It's not even 50%. It's maybe like 20%. So you really have to buckle down and learn the language a little bit. But
Billy, I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire, man. You got a friend, Jess, who teaches Portuguese.
And guess what?
You could have been like, hey, you know what, man? Listen, I need some free lessons or something.
See, she would have did it.
I'm gonna put you on the channel, all of that.
She would have did it, and all we did when I hang out with her, all we do is talk in English. Sometimes
that's right. She does speak English.
Perfect English. I forget sometimes that she Brazilian. Sometimes I'm like, oh damn, I forgot you are Brazilian. Like, she have a whole conversation with you about any topic matter in English, perfect English, and she didn't even go to school for it. It's crazy.
Man, hey, you know what? That's man. You know, salute to her, man. But okay, fine. You know, I'll back off a little bit, but you know what? You gotta hit Jess up and be like, hey, I need at least like a good 5 or 6 lessons. You know what I mean? Because my my subscribers they go make fun of me if I don't get something. If I don't get something down.
Oh man,
But I get it, man. I get it.
They be going at me too about that. They go about that.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. What I have heard though, and I can say, like, when it comes to Spanish, Portuguese, like Spanish, Spanish is a lot, less challenging to maintain. Let me know if you can still hear me though, Philly.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So Spanish is more easy to retain, and Portuguese seems to be a little bit more challenging. But I think we just got to take the time to really understand the pronunciations, because the pronunciations with Portuguese as opposed to Spanish kind of throws me off, right? Because like the J in Spanish is like pronounced like H, right? And then the H in Portuguese is no, the R in Portuguese is pronounced like the H.
Like
They
say Rio. They say heel.
Yeah, heel. Yeah.
They say heel. They don't say Rio. We say Rio because that's English language.
Right. Yep. I completely agree, man. I completely agree.
Yeah, and then when you get in these countries too, man, not even to cut you off. I mean,
so
much, man. You be doing so much, so sometimes you don't even have time to buckle down and learn the languages like that. Like these guys think you just come down here and you just start learning the language. I mean, I'm doing a lot. I do a lot.
Yeah. Yep. Now I hear you, man. I hear you. And it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in because not everybody can can go through the country in like a year. Like Brazil is so big. You've been there for 9 months, and I'm sure that there's so much more that you have to see, and you probably have seen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen a lot, but you just haven't been able to catch everything. You know what I mean? So I completely get it.
A lot of ground to cover.
Yep. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's see here. Flyboy says, "What it do, Philly and bro?" Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Salute to the Flyboy way. Charles Jones says, "Here's something I've noticed about Brazilian women. While they all have great bodies, they don't have hips and waist." Shaking my darn head. Okay. None of these Brazilian women have great careers. You can easily mingle with a judge, accountant, realtor, nurse, doctor, etc.
100% right.
Oh, no. Wait. Oh, he said, nah. Okay, sorry about that. Let me read that all over again. He said, nah, some of these Brazilian women have great careers.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
With the but the way I read it, I was like downplaying it. He was saying like they have great careers. I said that wrong. But yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Ara. She says exactly with the language. She's actually in Philippines right now.
Okay.
Portuguese, the R's, the H's, the X is like SH, the H is silent, and then the IE and LU. Man, listen. Just with that, man.
That's
Dude,
good.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, you remember back in the day? Hey, you remember back in the day, whether it was like a Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo, and you type in like the code, like the cheat code? That's exactly what Charles just did.
Yeah.
The cheat code for the video game, because I'm reading this like, what the hell am I looking at?
Yeah, I told you.
Shout out to Charles, though, man. Shout out to Charles.
Told you.
Yeah. No, the language, I'm sure the language is definitely a challenge, man. Language is for sure a challenge. And so you said that the woman, they listen to you with things like that. They take your opinion. you know, they take your thoughts seriously, and then like basically they don't play any games. So if they have someone at home, they let you know right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good, man. You know, and what would you say on the flip side of that? What are some potential, not necessarily bad things, but maybe watch outs?
I mean, you are, American or European or something. I mean, they always got their gold diggers like any other country. You know what I mean? Some of them could be just nice to you to get close with you because they know that maybe they can use you as a come up. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
but overall, they've been straight. I don't really see too many negative signs. And then I talked to the brothers here in Salvador Bahia that's married to some Brazilian women, and they all say the relationships are going good. And I was like, that's kind of odd, because if I ask 5 of my friends in the States that's married, 4 of them won't say they in the worst situation they've been in.
I'm just right. For them, right. For them, for them depressed. For them depressed. One of them is probably a drunk, yeah. Right? And another one barely goes home.
Yeah,
he got his own apartment. You like, you married, but you got your own apartment. You like, yeah, I just be going here to sleep sometimes.
Yeah, man,
it's that bad.
Yeah. The guys are actually happy with the ladies that they're married to here. So
right.
Kind of odd. That's kind of odd. But they say they controlling. They say they possessive. People tell me that too.
Mm-hmm.
And like with their relationships, you know how like in the States, mm-hmm. when you date and stuff like that, it'll be like bros can go out tonight. All you and your homeboys will go out to a bar, restaurant, or play basketball, whatever you into.
Mm-hmm.
Couples here do everything together. They don't believe in all that, like, you go out with all your girlfriends and they go out with all their guy friends. Like, they go out a lot of places as couples.
Okay, so like they go out together. Now let's say, okay, now you mentioned like basketball or whatever. So like, let's say like if the guys are going to, play football, not American football, but football. Mm-hmm. And so with the girlfriend and or wife, would she want to come, or she's gonna be like, hey honey, go ahead and do your thing, I'll catch you later?
No, she'll come with you.
So but she's just gonna be sitting there just watching?
She just be sitting there on the sideline like a cheerleader.
Okay.
They like to do everything together, man. So I mean, it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing, and then cheating is big down here. I asked the females why they do that. I'm asking every question I can ask to try to penetrate the country, penetrate the culture, and understand what's really going on. And it's a cheating culture. And I'm not dissing the Brazilians; they'll tell you this. So I guess if you really love somebody and you want to make sure you don't want to be everywhere they at most of the time, if that makes sense. They probably split up for work. Obviously, you can't go with your wife to our job, and she can't go to your job unless y'all work together. But like, as far as recreation and stuff that y'all can do as a couple, she's gonna go to all your events.
Now, have you asked some of the guys like, hey, like, I know that your woman wants to spend time with you and all that, but like, don't sometimes you just like, hey, I just want to be with the bros today. Like, you know what I mean? Just like maybe go to the bar, watch the game, have a couple of beers or, cervezas or whatever. You know what I mean?
It's already embedded in their culture, so it's a cultural thing. So some of the guys don't even think nothing out of it. They think if they married, this is just common for their wife to do it. But I mean, it's obviously there's some people that probably talk to their wife and like, look, I just want to go with my homeboys today. You ain't got to follow me around everywhere I go, and I don't have to follow you around everywhere you go either, because it goes both ways,
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Because I think that, and I mean, I think that it's great that like couples want to do stuff together, and as they should, right? Mm-hmm. But I also, I also want to say, hey, you know what, man? Like, maybe today, me, Philly Dom, Flyboy, Charles, we want to go and watch the Lakers game or something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Eat some food, and then we'll come back in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying, though?
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense what you're saying, but they just like they always
they
all on top of each other here. Like, it's just how they are.
Yeah, yeah. I think I don't know. I don't know how I would like. I don't know how I would react to that because it maybe because maybe maybe because my ex in Colombia, like it was understood like, hey, I'm going to go do this,
Okay.
be cool, and she was cool,
Okay.
right? But now I also didn't pay attention to see if she had gotten offended at first. But I mean, after a while, I think she probably just got used to it and said, you know what, that's probably just how he is. Or it could be possible that maybe she's dated another American before, so she kind of probably already know how it go. Like, all right,
Okay.
I'm gonna go out and do my thing. Not necessarily saying I'm cheating, but I just want to go out.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to have my own time because I think that like there needs to be a healthy amount of time away.
I agree. I agree with you 1,000% with that.
Right. There needs to be a healthy amount of time away because it's like, man, sometimes I might be like, yo, I'm kind of tired of looking. You know what I mean? Like, even though she fine, but it's like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm kind of tired of looking at her, man.
No, that's true. That's 100% true. But
Right.
like I said, they base it on it's a cheating culture. They'll tell you this. Brazilians
Yeah.
will tell you this. So that's where it comes from.
So okay, so all right, so let's kind of go back to that. So due to the fact that like you have the cheating culture, so that's the point of why like the woman or the man will go with you everywhere is to make sure, like that no funny stuff is going on.
Yes.
Ah, I see. Okay, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's something that I would have to get used to.
Yeah, that's not how we do it in
Yeah,
the
I
States.
don't think I would ever get used to that actually.
No, yeah, you could probably, if you had a girlfriend down there, you could sit her down and explain, look, I'm from the States. I grew up in the States, and this is how we do it in the States. You got to understand.
Right.
But yeah, they will follow each other around like everywhere.
Yeah, that's just, man. So you just like, hey man, you know what? Yeah, I'm about to go shoot hoops. And she got her basketball shorts on. Yeah, me too. Like, what the? What is going on here? Hold on. All right, let me check out some of these comments. I lived in Brazil during the pandemic, and I'm most likely going back for good. Shout out to you, Odd Villain. Okay, let's see here. At Kings and Dreams. So what you're saying? So you're saying I went over your head? Yes, that's funny. Learn the language? Yes, of course. Obviously. Yeah. A lot of them are what? Inter I don't know. I don't know what that means. What's that, like introverted? Maybe that means introverted.
I think it's introverted.
Okay, that's what I had thought. Yeah, just playing, bro. Nah, it's all good, man. Let's see here. To be honest, I was happy as hell in Brazil. My girl was a real one. Salute. Shout out to Plataforma Salvador. Let's see here. Simp behavior for any man that lets that happen. X-Ray. Salute to X-Ray. Let's see. Coveja, because the J sounds like a J in Portuguese. I caught that. Some people in the States don't even do that. Yeah, no, that was the point. Yeah, that was the point of what Philly was saying. Like, due to the fact that there needs to be like, that healthy, like, oh, man, I miss my woman. You know what I mean? Because it like, look. You know the saying, as bad as a woman looks, there's some dude that's tired of her, right?
That's
so
true.
It's like, yo, if everywhere I turn, my woman's right there, it's like, bruh, like I want to miss her. You know what I mean? Even if it's like, I'm away like 3 or 4 hours. You say, hey, man, Yeah, I'm doing whatever for 3 or 4 hours. I see you in a bit. You know what I mean? To me, I think the healthy distance is all good. It's a Portuguese word. Got it. No, it means interested in one thing, money. Ah, okay.
Oh man.
I got you. I got you, man. I got you. Yeah. Well, you know, I get it, but I don't want to, keep focusing on that, man. So now, you've been to all of these places. Now in Brazil, looks like you about to go somewhere else.
Mhm.
Definitely salute to you, man, for keep traveling and all that stuff. And so, I actually did an interview with a content creator maybe about a month or so ago, and shout out to Affy Kingdom, and he travels and he also talks about like relationship and stuff like that. And so he had asked me when was I going to write a book, and at that particular time, I was like, well, maybe in like 5 or 10 years. And offline, he kind of went after me, and he's like, bro, like you have enough knowledge where you could start writing books now. And I really started to think about it, and then you know, man, one of my mentors is writing a book, and one of my peers, you've written three. So first of all, I just want to give you your congratulations on that, man, because yeah, for sure, man. I mean, you've lived a very interesting life, man. Guy from the streets of Philadelphia, moved all the way to Alaska. You was on the fisherman boats. You know what I mean? You probably was on one of them old episodes that be on Discovery or A&E. Ice truck fishers or something like that. So I'm like, oh, they go Philly down right there. But no, really, really, just writing about your life experience. I definitely want to give kudos to you, man, because that takes a lot of gumption to do, man, to write about yourself, man, and I think that it's important for people to know about your life, man. So I just posted the link for your book again. All make sure that you guys and gals check out Philly Dom's book. It is on excuse me. It is on Amazon, man. So let me actually go to Amazon. Actually, before I do that, why don't you tell me about like what inspired you to write this book, bro?
Okay. The first book I wrote, let me give you the title of it. The first book I wrote was it's called Philly's Dom's Complete Guide to Alaska Seafood Processing and
Yeah.
Self-Preservation. I was going through like a rough patch in life in 2015. I got in a little bit of trouble with the law, whatever. And I didn't know where my next job was coming from. And a friend of mine told me about working in Alaska. They said, you'll make money there, you'll be all right. And I just went up there. But to make a long story short, I was going up there for a couple years, just going up there to work. And then one year, while I was working up there online, I met IMI with a YouTuber. And he wanted to link up with me. We made, friends online, whatever, and he wanted to link up with me. And I was, at that time, I was like half of the year I'd be in Alaska working in the seafood industry. The other half of the year I would be in Tijuana, Mexico, or San Diego, California. So he wanted to meet up with me. And when he met up with me, he said I should be a YouTuber. And then one thing led to another. He told me that, go back to Alaska, do your job in Alaska. But if you take this serious, it'll be the last year you work in Alaska. So when I went back to Alaska to work, I didn't know what to record or anything because I'm working in Alaska. He was like, well, talk to the fishermen, talk to the deckhands, talk to the people that work in the processing plants, talk to the people in the towns that you go to while you're working there. And I did a whole bunch of videos, and you're not going to believe, you can check them. You can always go back, you can check them. I did these videos in 2019, and from that day forth, like almost every week, 2 or 3 people ask me about working in Alaska. How can I get a job in Alaska? How did you get a job in Alaska? How did you make so much money working in Alaska? So forward to 2023, which we're in right now, I was like, let me just write a book on it. And then my friend Master Wayne, he works for Amazon. Well, he don't work for Amazon. He has his own online store with Amazon. He was like, oh man, I can help you write a book. I can tell you what you have to go through to write a book on Amazon. And then that's when I wrote the first book. And that's the book called Philly's Complete Guide to Alaska Seafood Processing and Self-Preservation. And basically, I just gave an outline of my journey in Alaska, working in Alaska. And then I also told them how to get the job in Alaska, what's the hiring process, that they hire felons, that they hire college students, that they hire people that's retired, that people that are in between jobs or just want to try something different or want like a seasonal job that you can make a whole bunch of money, go up there, work 3 to 6 months, come back with a grip of money, and then you can go back to your hometown and you can figure everything out because now you got a couple of dollars in your pocket. So that's what the main thing was. I was in trouble. Somebody helped me get a job, so I just wanted to help other people, pass the knowledge on to other people and help them get jobs, because life is rough, man. We all need jobs and stuff. Even when we had the pandemic, the job was still going. Hold on for a second. Even with the pandemic situation, people were stuck, but there you could still work. They needed to work at that time.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that was I got a little startled by a question in the background. My fault.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah. So is that a yes or a no? Because
that's the no.
Oh, so I don't even. Yes, because it's somebody. Yeah, hold on. Somebody's on here, and that's
somebody else. That's not my people.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. I have no idea how this happened. Hold on a minute. Okay. My fault, brother. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So.
All right, man. But anyway, yeah, my next yeah, so anyway, go on to the next book. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, yeah. So the first book, yeah, that's why I wrote that, because people kept Instagramming me, texting me, everything about working in Alaska. So I was like, let me just write a book on it. And because I knew so much information from working up there, because I worked up there like 4 to 5 years. So I knew a lot of information. And sometimes I worked 6-7 months up there. So I really knew the job in and out, and I knew Alaska in and out. So I was like, let me just take the knowledge I have and put it in a book. So then the second book, basically I just talk about, what led to me becoming a YouTuber. And I just talk, it's like an autobiography. I call it a YouTube travel autobiography to be exact. And I just talk about my journey, how I started YouTube, how's YouTube working for me. And it's going to be definitely a part 2 for it. And the name of the book is Philly Dom's Life and Truth. And I'm telling my true life story, from working in Alaska to any trouble I got into or any other goal that I accomplished during them years. And it goes up to, I think, to like 2019, goes up to 2020. I talked about like 2015 to 2020 or 2021, I think. The beginning of 2021 I talked about.
Okay. All right.
But it's about my life. It's true. And then, a lot of people say stuff and they don't know what they're talking about when it comes to me or it comes to other people. And I think with a book, you can explain yourself the best. I put it in a book so you can just read the book and see where I come from in my background.
Man, that's great, bro. That's great. Oh, okay. All right. So he said that okay, so all right, so this person is your people. Sent you over here. Sent them over there. I don't know, man.
Oh, you talking about being maybe I messed up and gave the person the wrong link. That's what's going on. Okay. Somebody from my channel said send them the link so they can go to your live. But I think
because I'm like
what? Yeah. Just tell him the name of your channel. I told him Kings and Dreams. He said, okay, you're gonna go there. But he asked me to send him a link. That might have happened.
Yeah, all right. Because I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah, because this person backstage, this person backstage chilling. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like,
yeah, I was thrown off too. I'm like, what is he talking about?
Oh man, that is crazy, man.
Yeah, just tell him your channel. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay. All right. So sorry about that. Technical difficulties, guys and girls. We was trying to figure out who was backstage. We like, what is going on? Yeah. So the name is Kings and Dreams. So just get on my channel. Hold on, Kings and Dreams. So all right. So I sent it to them. So they should be just checking that out, man. You know. Okay. All right. So I am definitely glad that we are back on the same page, man.
Okay. Yeah. That was confusing for a couple minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So you mentioned, you know, so you mentioned that people wanted to ask you about your experience in you know, in Alaska. I'm, you know, getting to Alaska. I mean, it's definitely one of those things like that is, I don't want to say far-fetched. That's not the right word, but usually when you got people like from the inner city, it's usually people that like if they want to get far away, they either move cross coast. Maybe someone who was getting into in the west moves east, or somebody in the east moves west, or goes down south. Right, but going to Alaska, I mean, that's definitely far-fetched, man. I don't want to say far-fetched, but it's not. It's a little bit unheard of, right?
Yeah, it's not many people know about that. That's why when I got the job up there, I asked so many questions because I'm like, man, growing up in Philly, I ain't never heard about a job like this and these type of benefits, and you make this type of money. I don't know. It was like like top secret or something. Like people that had it, they tell nobody they was making money up there, so nobody really know. Especially, let's be real, let's be transparent. Black people, we didn't know. The white boys know, the Asian boys know, but black people, we didn't know about these type of jobs.
Yeah, man. So you talk about the money. You know what I mean? So what's like the average salary for what you were doing? I don't know if that's in your book or not.
Yeah, no, I put it in there.
Okay, so you did. Okay.
An average salary, if you were the company's making really good money, you could probably make $3,000-4,000 a month. Maybe even sometime every 2 weeks, because everything is about.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, man. That's good to know. That's good to know, man, because it's another outlet where people maybe they're saving up, right? Someone wants to become an expat and they don't have any responsibilities as far as like with children, or they got to take care of like elderly family members or whatever, right? All you have to do is have to worry about yourself. You can go to Alaska, work out there for, I'm assuming they work like maybe 4 or 5, 6 months at a time or something like that. And then there's like a break.
Okay. Yeah, you work 4 or 5 months at a time, and then you got a break after that.
Okay. Yeah. So you go there for a little bit under half a year. You get to save up, go to the country of your choice, and boom. And that's sort of kind of like how you did it, right?
Yep, that's how I did it. Exactly how I did it.
I got you, man. I got you. Now, with the 3 books, man, what would you say? What do you want people to get from Philly Dom?
I just my books are just to help people, man, and show them like, my struggle. And if I can do it, you can do it. And this is the background I came from. And this is the struggle I came from. And any opportunity that I have, I try to offer it to people as well.
Yeah, man. Okay.
But yeah, it's just my my perspective, my life, and my struggles, and hopefully it's there to help somebody that's in need. You know what I mean? And it's been helping. Like I said, the one book, people call me all the time. I mean, been like working in Alaska, like it almost like it's like a tatted on my body. Like every day, every week, somebody calls me about working in Alaska. How can I get a job in Alaska? How can I get a job in Alaska? How can I get a job in Alaska? Yo, you worked on a fishing boat. How'd you get the job? You worked on a process plant. It's like nonstop, man. If I could show you my Instagrams, my emails, you'd be like, wow, this guy's not making this up. So I knew I had to do something with that. I knew couldn't think. And then my friend Master Wayne, the Amazon guru, was like, yo, just write a book on Amazon. I'm like, what? And he's like, I'll show you how to do it. And he just showed me.
No, I believe you, brother. I believe you, man.
And you can make a lot more money than that. That's just the money I told you, $4,000 or $5,000. That's like nothing. There's guys that's up there making like 10,000 a month, like 20,000, like stupid money.
Throwing hold on, 10,000 a month.
A month, man.
So 10,000 a month. That's $120 a year.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Social loan is in the building. Says traveling is life. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. I definitely appreciate you, brother. Man. So $120 a month.
Yeah.
Hey. So really, you could get out of it as much as you put into it, basically.
Yes.
So those type of jobs, so for someone who doesn't like have like their own family, and I'm talking about like children, wife, or you know what I mean, like people who you are solely responsible for. Because as an adult, if you don't have any children or wife, you're really just responsible for yourself for the most part, unless you're taking care of an elderly or sick family member. I completely get that. But for someone who doesn't have any responsibilities, you would highly recommend them to go to Alaska to do this job.
Yes, I do.
Man, you know what? I definitely appreciate you, Philly Dom, man. I mean, you're going to keep banging out these videos and also writing these books, man.
I'm going to keep writing them.
Man, you got 3 books, man. You 3 books ahead of me, man. I gotta catch up. Man. So what's next for you?
It's 2 books. It's just ebooks. They're in ebooks and they're in paperback and hardback. So it's 2 books.
Okay, well, excuse me. So you're 2 books ahead of me, but you're still 2 books ahead of me, man.
Yeah.
So what's next for Philly Dom? What's next for Philly Dom, man?
I mean, more traveling, more books. I got some other stuff. It's not all together yet, so I can't really talk about it yet. But I'm planning to do some more big things. I got a couple big things lined up. Still, got a couple more things lined up.
I feel you, man. Yeah, man. So I definitely appreciate you. Philly, you using that thing smartly, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Are we ready? Or we got to do that next time?
Next time, let me see it. Hold on. If you give me half a second, let me check something real quick.
Okay. All right.
Oh, give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
All right. 2 minutes. 2 minutes for sure. Okay, all right. So Philly Dom and I, we just we tested something out right now. Philly Dom got some company, you know what I mean? So, we just trying to see if Philly Dom, company isn't too shy, man. But anyway, I gotta definitely give Philly Dom his cigars, if you will, man, because able to write 2 books. Just hit over 120K subscribers on YouTube. I think he's about to hit 125K subscribers. So for those of you all who have not subscribed to Philly Dom, please go subscribe now. Definitely check him out on Instagram. And I don't know if he has TikTok. I know he has a Facebook though. So make sure that y'all are checking him out on all platforms, man. Philly Dom is a good dude, man. Come from humble beginnings, living in Philadelphia, went out to Mexico, and then I think he went to Alaska. But yeah, he's been moving around for a long time, man. And I just recommend those who have passports and are responsible and are able to move around properly, I definitely make sure that you all do that thing, man. Do travel and explore and live your life. Oh, you back now?
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen tonight.
Okay.
But I might call you later.
Yeah. No. We're all good. We're all good, man. You know, what we'll do is we'll have you know, we can have another live or just a video and I'll just put it out or whatever the case
Well,
is.
we can do. I think doing live would be better. To have more of a effect.
I got you. Okay. Well, hold on. All right, I got another super chat. The social loner. I need to get on y'all level. See the world. Oh, come on, the social loner. That's cap. You know you've been traveling. Social loner been traveling like a bug, man.
You've been everywhere. You've been everywhere.
Right. Come on, man. You know, man. What I realized is, man. You know, there's a lot of Haitians in this travel community, man.
Oh yeah.
You, Ace Live, Checking Effect, the social loader. Yeah. Man, I'm trying to think who else. Who else am I forgetting? Oh, can't forget about Marie.
Marie, Life in Haiti.
Chapapa.
Yup. Fitness and travel. It's a lot, man.
Who you say?
Fitness and travel.
Innocent travel.
Fit travel. Fit travel.
Fit travel. Yes. Shout out to Fit Travel, man. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a little bit, man. Yeah, so y'all deep in the space, man. But listen, Philly Dom, we gonna definitely do this again, brother. I definitely appreciate you, man. I was telling the audience as you you were taking care of your business. Yeah. I said, you come from humble beginnings, man, and traveling to Alaska. And then going to Mexico and then, moving all about in the world, man, I just want to, give you your cigars, man, the love, man, because it takes a lot, you know what I mean? And then you wrote a book, 120K subscribers, man. You up right now, man. That's what's up, man.
I'm trying, man.
That's what's up. Oh man, I haven't seen bro in a minute. Where's my guy right here? Cortez Smith says, "What's up, y'all? What's up, man? Haven't seen y'all in a minute." I think Black Man Travels is Haitian. Oh yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, they told me.
Haitian? Yeah, I think Black Man Travels is Haitian. I know Solo. I know Solo is Haitian though, but he's Haitian and Cuban.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Y'all. Yeah, man. Man, the zones is deep. Zones is deep, man. Hey, man. I want to see a live stream with all zones and y'all just like Haitian flagged out, man.
Yeah, they just had Haitian flag day not too long ago. I know you saw that up in Boston. I know you was in Boston.
Yeah.
Haitian flag day.
Oh man, listen. Oh, absolutely, man. So the Haitians are deep, the Cape Verdeans are deep, and the Cambodians and Laotians are deep.
Wow.
Yeah, they super deep, man. So, but again, this isn't about me. This is about you, man. Philly Dom, definitely appreciate you all. Thank you all for watching. Hold on. Now you guys want to pop in after an hour. Wow. It always happens like that when you about to shut down the stream. Everybody, hey, what's up? Because they know you about to shut it down, so they say what's up real quick so you can keep going. Shout out to our Culture Invasion podcast, my guy. Salute. Says I'm on the road, but I'm watching from the bushes. That's what's up, man. Another great panel. St. Lucia is in the building. That's my man, Culture Invasion. The social loner again with the $4.99 super chat. Hey, they call me the fake Haitian, LOL, but it was nice meeting you in Philly. Meeting you Philly in El Salvador.
I know it is, yeah. He's a Haitian from Pennsylvania, yeah. He cool.
Yeah. He's from Pennsylvania,
yeah. That's my boy right there.
Yeah,
he's down to El Salvador when I was there.
Yeah. Yep. No, he's cool. He's cool.
Yeah.
Nah, man, he's a cool guy, man. I think, yeah, because I think I met him either from Flyboy or my man social light skin. But you know,
Okay.
but yeah, man, cool cat, man, cool cat for sure, for sure. You know. All right. Now I'm definitely shutting it down. All right, man.
Definitely take it down now.
Billy Dom, give your final thoughts, man.
Man, get your passport, travel, see the world. Life is short, man. So you got to make the best of it because you never know when it's time for you to check out. Death, we don't have no expiration date on death, so there's no expiration date on it. It can happen at any moment. So make sure you live your best life. You only live once. Have fun twice.
Say that, man.
Yeah,
I
live
definitely,
once,
definitely
man.
appreciate that.
Yes,
You know,
indeed.
I encourage men who are moving right to get their passports because we do have some men in here that are causing a little bit of a ruckus there. So we got to make sure that that we get the right ones that are moving right. Because if y'all don't check in, y'all gonna get checked out, man. And that's just that. So the right ones, get your passport, move accordingly. Get Philly Dom's book. I posted the link. It is on Amazon. He got 2 books for y'all. So definitely make sure that y'all check my brother out. Stay purposeful, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.